This video is meant to update partners and unit holders about the most recent business operations of the Royal Bank of Canada, otherwise known as RBC, one of the top holdings in our segregated fund portfolios. Hi, I'm Gordon Weeb, and I'm licensed as an underwriter in the provinces of BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. My practice focuses on helping clients meet their financial goals and objectives, typically through the use of annuities, including segregated funds. This presentation represents due diligence on some of the underlying assets in my recommended portfolios. Just before we begin, regulations require the following disclosure statement. This video was published on or about September 8, 2020, and it is for information purposes only. This is not an offer to purchase securities or products, and no representation is made. Items presented here may not be suitable for everyone. Rates change and values fluctuate, sometimes wildly. Please consult an experienced, qualified, licensed professional prior to investing to ensure that your investments are part of a comprehensive plan designed to help you and your family meet your long-term financial goals and objectives. Also, when recommending products and planning strategies, broad tax and legal issues may be discussed. Nothing should be construed as tax or legal advice. There, now that we've squared that circle, let's move on. Here's our agenda. Number 1, we'll provide some background on the Royal Bank of Canada. Number 2, we'll look at the partners in charge. Number 3, we'll review the latest quarterly operating results released on August 26. And number 4, we'll look at the impact of the COVID virus upon the economy and the future of RBC business operations. Here are some facts and background on RBC. On July 31st, 2020, RBC's market value was over $98 billion US. They currently operate in over 36 countries, employ 86,000 people on their payroll, and serve 17 million customers worldwide. They had over $1.7 trillion of assets under management, including $1 trillion of customer deposits and $662 billion of outstanding loans on July 31st, 2020. Here are a couple of individuals currently at the helm. Dave McKay is the president and CEO of the bank. Kathleen Taylor is the chair of the board of directors. Dave McKay has been with the bank since 1983, when he started as a student in a co-op program some 37 years ago. Kathleen Taylor is the former president and chief executive officer of Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, where she served in a variety of leadership roles from 1989 to 2013. She is also the chair of Atlas Partners Limited Liability Partnership and director of the Canada Pension Plan Investment Board. RBC operates 5 profitable business segments. They include, number 1, traditional banking, number 2, wealth management, where they operate the largest retail mutual fund operation in Canada, number 3, global asset management and capital markets, where they underwrite, float securities, and look after the higher net worth markets, number 4, RBC Insurance, and number 5, treasury services, where they provide treasury and asset services to institutional clients worldwide. While the majority of RBC's profits still emerge from Canadian banking, these days it accounts for less than half of the company's overall earnings. Last quarter, the banking unit earned $1.367 billion, or 43% of their overall earnings. Wealth management accounted for 18% of the earnings. The capital markets division added $945 million, or 30% to the bottom line. Insurance and treasury services added another $300 million to the operations. This pie chart shows the sources of RBC's income, and it also shows how diversified RBC has become within the financial services industry. Here's a breakdown of how each platform performed during a challenging quarter. Operating margins varied between 10% in insurance and 34% in capital markets. Return on equity results also varied, with banking providing a 23.4% return on equity and insurance earning just under 36% return on equity. Over the past 5 quarters, RBC has managed to maintain steady revenues and profit margins, except for the second quarter ending on April 30th. And over the past decade, RBC has managed to grow their dividends to shareholders at a compounded annual growth rate of 7%. Now, when it comes to risk management, in operating the banking business during a global pandemic, the President has suggested shareholders moderate future expectations. However, he also notes that RBC has been able to operate from a position of strength and stability while serving clients during these unprecedented times. It's why RBC is a top holding in the Canadian dividend segregated funds held at RBC Insurance and IA Financial Group. So to wrap up, RBC, or the Royal Bank of Canada, is a dominant player in the Canadian financial services and in the global asset management industry. Their diversified banking platforms have so far allowed them to weather the battered economy, and while earnings and results have suffered over the last 2 quarters, there is little reason to believe they won't continue to be profitable until at least the virus has passed and things start to return to some sort of normalcy. And that's it. If you have questions or would like more information about this presentation, please contact me by email at gord@think-income.com or visit my website at www.think-income.com. And if you've enjoyed this presentation and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up just below the screen and consider viewing other presentations on the Think Income YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and please remember, stay safe, stay sage, and stay well.